This is an emergency announcement from the United States government, in coordination with the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. This is not a test, I repeat, this is not a test. Please pay attention to this message, as it contains devastating news. The asteroid by the name of Pandorix, tracked by NASA since 1801, is on a direct collision course with the Earth. The strike is projected to take place tomorrow morning on New Year's Eve in the center of the United States. The asteroid will cause total destruction to the planet, making it unsurvivable for all life on Earth. This will be the final days for humanity and all life on Earth. This information has been withheld from the public in order to prevent a breakdown from social order. We have found this necessary for the safety of civilization and this country. However, this information cannot be concealed much longer. We are sorry. We urge all citizens to remain calm and do not panic. Panicking will not change the inevitable, and will only make the situation more worse. Spend your final moments with loved ones in the most comforting way possible. To our fellow citizens, we are very sorry. We know that you may feel like we've let you all down, but it was only for your own good. This concludes this announcement message. Goodbye. May God be with you all.
The following message is transmitted at the request of civil authorities. At around 10:15 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, massive riots had broke out in every state of the United States following the message made from the United States government on the coming extinction event. People are looting, killing, kidnapping, and breaking into people's homes. Lots of violent activities are taking place in every state, including Alaska and Hawaii. All citizens are highly urged not to partake in any illegal violent activities, as you will be injured or killed. Law and order still remains, and will not cease. Police will not hesitate to intervene violently in any dangerous situation. All citizens are advised to stay indoors, and engage in peaceful activities following the final day. Lock all doors and windows. If any intruder breaks into your home, you are permitted to use any firearm necessary to protect you and your family. Remain sheltered until further information has been given. Stay tuned for further information regarding this situation.
Massive riots and violent activities are breaking out all over every state in the United States regarding the coming extinction event. People all around the world are angry at their government's refusal to inform them on the coming asteroid strike on Earth that will wipe out all life. Keeping this information from the public for their own selfish benefit has eliminated any possibility of creating a way to survive this event. Because of this, the whole world is in turmoil on New Year's Eve. People were expecting a new year of 2026 to arrive, but in reality, we were given death. For anyone saying that even if they didn't tell us about this, we would still be doomed, you were incorrect. They knew about this for so long. You can't just sit there and tell me something couldn't have been created since then to help limit the effects. This is a betrayal. Greed at the end has doomed us all. That's all I have to say for now. This is Joey, signing off.
This is an update from NASA following the coming extinction event on New Year's Eve. It was confirmed that tomorrow night, once the clock hits 12, asteroid Pandorix will strike the Earth in the center of the United States. With that, we must also tell another devastating truth. A piece of the fragment has broken off and will strike the Earth tomorrow morning in Durham, North Carolina. Once the first impact strikes the Earth, it will destroy the whole country and damage half of the continents, including Africa and Europe. This is an extremely dangerous situation, and action should be taken against this. Underground shelters are the best method for survival. However, this is still unlikely considering the main fragment will strike tomorrow night. Once again, we are very sorry for not telling you this sooner.
We know we let everyone down by keeping this from the public this longer, but it was for your own good. This concludes the update message. May God be with you all.
Message is transmitted at the request of the National Aeronautics and Space Administration and the United States government. This is not a test. Repeating, this is not a test. Please pay attention to this alert as this pertains to an ongoing global crisis. NASA has confirmed that a small broken piece of the main fragment will impact within the next few hours. The area of impact is expected to be in North Carolina. Anyone within a 250-mile radius of the strike will be decimated. The aftermath of this event will scorch up the whole entire country and 50% of the continent, and will create unlivable temperatures across the entire country. Anything above ground will be decimated and burned in flames and dust. The dust cloud will create unlivable conditions. Above ground survival is impossible and chances of it are very slim. All residents must seek an underground shelter during the impact. Bring all necessary supplies such as food, water, medical supplies, a first aid kit, a fully charged cell phone, phone chargers, a flashlight, a battery-powered radio with extra batteries, and a gas mask. These supplies will last you until the main fragment strikes on January 1st, 2026, which will inevitably end all life on Earth. Depending on which areas and signals remain, we will keep you updated, and will interrupt programming again approximately 1 hour before the main fragment strikes tonight. Please remain calm. Panicking will only worsen the situation. We now conclude this alert message. Stay tuned to local stations for updates on this developing situation. The following message is transmitted at the request of the Federal Emergency Management Agency. This is not a test. Huge wildfires are spreading across the whole entire country, damaging buildings and injuring thousands of people. Due to the fires and the dust clouds, environmental conditions are not substantial for human life. If possible, seek an underground or a FEMA-designated shelter. However, these shelters will not guarantee survival. Evacuations are not recommended and will be impossible. Do whatever you can to get you and your family to safety. Please stay tuned for more information as this situation develops.
My fellow Americans, it is with great sadness to tell you that today, New Year's Eve, is our final day on Earth. As we all know now, asteroid Pandorix is on a direct collision course with the Earth. This asteroid will wipe out all life on Earth. Pandorix is expected to strike by 12 a.m. on the first day of 2026. A broken piece of the fragment struck on land in North Carolina, burning the entire country. There is nothing left standing above ground. All of us underground only have a few hours left to survive. The United States has fallen. This is it. This is our last and final day on Earth. Spend it with all those we love most. It is also unfortunate that there will be no hope for 2026 tomorrow. I must apologize as your president that we waited until the very last second to tell you all about this event. It was a cowardly move. and we have let the entire world down, especially on New Year's Eve. This is our fault that we concealed this information for too long. This is my final message to you all. I wish you all a peaceful last day. God bless you all, and God bless the United States of America.
The following message is transmitted at the request of the United States government and the National Aeronautics and Space Administration. This is not a test. Repeating, this is not a test. Please pay attention to this alert, as this pertains to an ongoing global crisis. Our planet is coming to an end. The main fragment of Pandorix will strike the center of the United States near what was once Durham, North Carolina in 1 hour. This asteroid will wipe out all life on Earth. The Earth will become a lifeless fireball completely inhabitable to all life. There is nothing that can be done to prevent this event from happening. Humanity will be engulfed in the flames of the strike. Evacuation is impossible. Everything above ground is decimated, and environmental conditions are not substantial for human life. It is too late for anything that can give you a chance for survival. We are now in the final hour of life. While panic is at an all-time high and is impossible to overcome in these circumstances, try as best as you can to stay calm. Please hold on to loved ones and embrace for the end. The history of our planet goes back billions of years. It is highly unlikely that life will ever return to Earth. May God be with you all. This message will be repeated until there is no one left to receive it.
This is the final message from the United Nations broadcast. We regret to inform you that the United Nations has collapsed. Our global institutions have fallen apart. Communication systems are failing. Nations are fragmented. And, despite our efforts, it is too late to revert the course of history. Asteroid Pandorix is getting close to Earth as we know it. Temperatures continue to rise at an accelerating pace which make environmental conditions unsubstantial for human life. This is the end. The world we knew is gone, and with it, so are we. There is no salvation, no hope for 2026 tomorrow considering it is New Year's Eve. The Earth will not survive this. And for humanity, we can only endure the last moments of a dying planet. We understand the suffering this message brings, but we are compelled to advise you to act now before the pain becomes unbearable. We now conclude this final broadcasting message. Goodbye. May you find peace in the time you have left.